Hello again everybody, this is Mark and we are back for more lessons. Okay, so we are still in the book, Speak Out Pre-Intermediate. Now before anything else, I would like to ask you a few questions. So don't forget to pause the video so that you will have time to answer my questions, okay? So question 1, who is the most beautiful or handsome in your family? And question 2, who is the smartest in your family? Okay, so after answering those questions, we will now going to proceed with today's topic. It is, 9.2. The title is Into the Wild. Okay, yes, don't forget, if you have your book with you, you can open it up and try to follow us with today's review. So yes, vocabulary for today is about the outdoors. Okay, so outside your house. So first one is rural area. So rural area is like the opposite of the city. Okay, so the city buildings. Rural area is like the countryside. Okay, that's like more on nature. So in your book, that is a 2A. I would like to read the sentence. Okay, the sentence. So number 1. I'd like to live in a rural area when I'm older. It's nicer than the city. Okay? So try to practice reading if you have your book with you right there. Okay? Next is natural beauty. Okay, so natural beauty is of course the beauty of nature. It is untouched. It is like the man didn't do anything to revise that beautiful nature. Alright, so number 2, let's try to read. The north of my country is an area of natural beauty. Tourists often visit it. Okay, so natural beauty. Next is beautiful scenery. Okay, scenery is, yes, the way it look. Okay, the looks of the place. So number 3, let's try to read. Where I live, there's a lot of beautiful scenery. It's good for walking. Alright. Next is National Park. Okay, now National Park is of course the park in your city. So, yes, in some cities, the National Park is usually involves like trees and sometimes you can go camping there. Okay? So now, next one, the sentence is, I went camping in a national park. It was very quiet and peaceful. Okay. Next is Wildlife Center. Okay, Wildlife Center is, yes, it's a center or a sanctuary for animals. So what is the difference between Wildlife Center and a zoo? Now, Wildlife Center, they actually get wild animals that cannot survive in the wild. So it's like a rescue center. Okay, and of course they don't breed animals. Zoo breeds animals so that they will have more, but Wildlife Center, no, they don't breed them. Okay, let's try to read sentence number 5. We visited the Wildlife Center. There were lots of unusual birds. Okay, next is tropical rainforest. So in the previous lesson we discussed a rainforest, right? So it is actually in a tropical country or tropical place where usually it rains. Okay, so there's rain most of the time. Okay, so let's try to read the sentence. I'd like to visit a tropical forest and see the trees and insects. Okay, next is geographical features. Okay, so features of the place. So yeah, the landscape. Okay, let's try to read. My country has interesting geographical features like volcanoes and forests. Okay, next is fresh air. Of course, fresh air, it's not polluted air, so it's good fresh air, right? Number 8, I like being out in the fresh air. It's nice to be out of the city. Okay, so yes, so usually in the rural area we have some fresh air. So let's try to read the phrases once again. you can follow after me or you can read with me. Okay. First one, rural area, natural beauty, beautiful scenery, national park, wildlife center, tropical rainforest, geographical features, fresh air. Okay, now you can pause the video and rewind if you want to practice the pronunciation more. Alright, so let's go to grammar. Now the grammar for today's chapter is about articles, or it is the, or an. So the use of the, or an. So it is a little complicated. There are so many uses of the, or an. So this one are about place, okay? So the for place or for things, it's like this. It is used, by the way, if you have your book with you, you can open to page 144. There's actually a definition and examples there on how to use the articles. So the first one is, I'm going to try to read from the book. The first one is to talk about something that has already been mentioned or information that the speaker and the listener already know. So I'm the speaker and you're the listener. You know what I'm talking about, so we use the. Okay, or it is previously mentioned like this. I saw a lion. So the first sentence is I saw a lion. So next one is the lion was sleeping. So this lion was sleeping. It was already mentioned, so that's why we use the. Okay? Next one is to talk about something when there is only one. For example, I look at the moon. So we only have one moon. So I look at the moon. Okay? Open the door. There's only one door. Yes, you can open the door. Okay? Next is in places. Okay? So before some plural names. Okay? Some plural names, not all of them. Okay? So the United States. Alright? The United Kingdom. Okay? Next is body of water. Yes, before seas, oceans, and rivers. So the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Okay? Next is here before the names of some areas. Again, only some, not all. So the northwest of England. Okay? Alright, next is in some phrases with prepositions. Prepositions like in, at, so we use the. In the evening, at the beginning, okay? In the morning, alright? Next, with superlatives. Remember superlatives, the EST. So the tallest, the biggest, the most, the best, alright? So you can use the, okay? Next is a or an, of course. A, can you remember? Like a book, because that is consonant. An apple, because that is a vowel. So it's the same thing. So let's discuss the rules. So the first time something is mentioned. Okay, I saw a lion yesterday. Like this. The next sentence is the lion is big, like that. But the first one is okay? And second one is if the noun is singular, only one. So a library, a chair, a book, okay? An apple, alright? A door, like that, if it's only one. Next is jobs. Okay, so before job titles, okay? An actor. Okay, I am a teacher, okay, a doctor, an engineer, like that. So, job titles. Now, we don't use any articles, no articles, to talk about things or people in general. Okay, so most of the time, like for example, dogs, we are talking about most dogs. So, dogs are friendly, okay? Cats are nice. like that, right? Next one is before plural nouns, of course. For singular nouns, before plural nouns, like dogs, right? 4 classes, okay, 5 books, the rooms, like rooms, okay? Next is before most cities, countries, and continents. Again, before most cities, countries, and continents, not all of them, but only most of them, okay? I live in Germany, okay? I am living now in Vietnam, all right? But remember, for example, in my country, we use the. So I am from the Philippines. You are from Vietnam, okay? All right, so the Philippines is one of the countries that use the article the, okay? Next is, of course, in some phrases with prepositions, okay? We don't use an article. On Tuesday, on Monday, at sea, okay? At work, like that, all right? So you can try to actually practice. You can try to think of a sentence that uses the, uses a, and try to think of a sentence that uses no articles in your nouns. Okay, try to practice. Write down in your notebook, right? So practice English. Okay, that's it for today. But before I let you go, of course, I need to ask you a few questions. So, question 1. Do you like wild places? Why or why not? And question 2 is, have you ever slept outdoors or been out in the wild? Okay, so of course you can write your answers down in the comments below, or you can tell me your answers personally by visiting me here in Royal English. Again, my name is Mark, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.